This is St. Mary's Church, one of the most recognizable symbols of Krakow. Tourists are coming to this city to see its authentic old streets, magnificent royal castle from the 14th century, and many other places listed on Google and social media. So, this is good old Krakow how we used to know it, right? So, this is real Krakow. Let me show you the city. I live in Poland for 6 years and can indeed confirm that Krakow is the most beautiful city in this country. But on the other hand, I see how much people are missing about this city. Because nowadays Krakow is not only about historical attractions. Today it's an ambitious place with its new character, which has changed a lot during the recent years. In this video I want to show you the full picture, so we will review Krakow how it is, the new side of the city, usually missed, and of course the best historical attractions, which are truly admirable. Let's go! First of all, I would like to pay your attention to the city's infrastructure. This includes many different things, from traffic lights and bus stops to incredible road network and bike lanes network. Not many people really expect such a modern infrastructure from the Eastern European city. Parking lots, roundabouts, shopping centers, soundproofing walls protecting people's houses from the noise, separate parking spaces for electric cars and chargers for them, and most importantly, how well all of this is organized and kept in a proper condition. In my opinion, it says a lot about local people's mentality. Next thing is transport. So buses, trams and taxis are used to get around the city most of the time. Buses are quite new and very comfortable. Most of trams are also modern and typically even faster than buses. Also, people love cycling here like crazy. This is basically me trying to cycle and film at the same time. Hopefully you appreciate my efforts. Bike lanes are almost everywhere here and cycling is pretty enjoyable. I mean, not when you're doing it with a camera, okay? Look at this instead. Adorable, isn't it? And apart from all of this, you can also use various eco-transportation options here. So, at your disposal in Krakow are fancy-looking hydrogen buses launched in the beginning of this year, electric buses charging near the train station so you can watch this breathtaking show, electric bicycles, huge variety of electric scooters, and electric vehicle. So this is Dacia Spring, which British people for some reason call Dacia. All electric vehicle which you can take in Krakow for a ride, and you just need to install an application, scan the QR code here, and you can ride even on a bus line. Amazing! And moreover, it usually costs even slightly cheaper than a taxi. Let's go for a little drive. I'm not gonna advertise this car sharing company, but I mean, if you need it, just Google. I guess I forgot the camera.
So not quite old city, right? This is real Krakow. This is real Krakow. You don't see this old town every day. You see it only if you work there or if you are going there for a walk. But generally, this is how Krakow looks. This is like typical Krakow. I'm showing you something which no one is going to show. Real Krakow. Real shit, man.
Let's talk about one of the most interesting things in my opinion. How Krakow has changed in the recent years. Because of the various factors, including effect from joining the EU, profits from tourism, and general Poland's economic growth, which is quite impressive by the way, many parts of the city changed dramatically. I mean, just look at that! And all of these changes, which I'm showing to you, took place literally during the recent 10-12 years. You can even try this by yourself. Just open Google Street View and switch image to the oldest available one. For example, this is a place from the video intro and it looked like that just 8 years ago. But my favorite one is this. An empty field and dirty rural road are turning into a modern business district, home to various international corporations like Motorola, Nokia and others, and this is actually our next topic.
Unity Tower, ladies and gentlemen. We are in America. Kinda.
One of the most important reasons why Krakow is rapidly changing are large corporations who open their offices here. Today, all of these companies combined have around 100,000 employees in this city. And this is a new symbol of that trend. Unity Tower. The design of the building was clearly inspired by architecture of America's early skyscrapers era. I mean, that's pretty obviously what was the prototype of this project. And it's quite symbolic that Krakow now also has its own sort of Empire State Building, representing big ambitions. And it's not even the highest building in the city, which is K1 Tower. Polish YouTube content reviewers were working here, by the way, before they've recently moved to another newly built complex. And what is also important, in addition to foreign companies, all of these offices are starting to be filled up by the new Polish corporations as well. For example, this complex, where I was messing around taking selfie, is a home to Answerer, Polish analog of ASUS, which selling clothes and has already expanded to half of Europe. Okay, so I guess you've got my point. Everyday Krakow is quite different from what you typically see on Google. But let's be honest, no matter how many of these new business parks appear here, tourists are coming for something else. And while new districts tend to change and constantly develop, the old historical center, instead, is carefully kept untouched with all its authentic beauty. So let me guide you through Floriańska street, the most busy, famous and very special street for me. I spent 1.5 years working in a small shop here and know literally every centimeter of it. It begins with Floriańska Gate and follows directly to St. Mary's Basilica. This street never sleeps and has its own special atmosphere. There are pubs, museums, restaurants, shops, everything you might need as a tourist, and, of course, this view. Even though I've seen it almost every single day for more than a year, I still love it. Hands down, this cathedral is phenomenal. And I recommend observing it literally from every possible angle. Visit the courtyard, pay attention to all the details, this place definitely deserves it. So we are already at the main square, the very heart of Krakow. This is where the magic happens. Here you will find the old authentic clock tower and numerous unique buildings. Architecture of the old city deserves a separate review. I mean, there are so many details, statues, elements. You can literally walk around the center for hours just enjoying all of these. And my recommendation for you, relax and don't hurry. Take a walk on Grodzka street. Another beautiful place with lots of restaurants and shops, but this is what should grab your main attention. Saints Peter and Paul Church, masterpiece of 17th century. Apart from the cathedral itself, I also just love these statues at the entrance. And meanwhile, we are approaching the main attraction, which is a true pride of the city. Krakow's royal Wawel castle. This is one of the most significant historical and cultural sites in Poland. In fact, it's a huge complex representing nearly every European architectural style. The oldest elements of this complex have been dated to the end of the 10th century, while the castle itself was built in the 14th century. There are multiple museums here, royal cathedral, a lovely garden, and the observation deck with incredible view of the river and statue of a dragon. This is probably one of my favorite places in the city. Krakow's historical center, in fact, is pretty huge, and you can easily spend days wandering around it and discovering something new. Another cool place is Matejko Square, where there is an impressive monument commemorating the Battle of Grunwald, a very important historical event for Poland. Also, I just admire the overall architecture of this square. Apart from that, you definitely don't wanna miss a stunning Julius Slovacki theater, one of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and, of course, the Jewish Quarter, an absolutely unique place, familiar to many people because of Schindler's List movie. I mean, there are so many interesting places here, it's just impossible to review everything in one video. So basically, I've shown you how Krakow is organized, how it changed during the recent years, what ambitions drive these changes, and how the old town, in contrast, remains unchanged, keeping its unique history. There is only one more thing which I also wanted to share with you. New residential areas. Many new apartment complexes are appearing here and there, which also define a new look of this city. Housing demand is constantly increasing, which stimulates developers to create and offer more and more accommodation options. I just love seeing how all of these projects are unfolding, and every new one is trying to impress people with something new. Unusual design or interesting concept. The other side of the coin, however, are housing prices, which are getting sky high. But I guess that's already a completely different story. So that's it for today. I really did my best to show you Krakow as good as I know this city. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like to let me know. By the way, I wanna thank everyone who subscribed to my channel. Guys, we did it and hit 1000 subscribers. I am so happy, you are the best. And to everyone who has not subscribed yet, I kindly invite you to join. Lots of interesting videos are on the way. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. It was me, Valdemar. Bye bye.